It's playoff time in CIF football. We're going to find out who's going to get CIF championship rings for Christmas. Will it be La Habra? Will it be Tustin? Will it be Corona del Mar? Maybe Garden Grove? How about Servite? And what about Mission Viejo? Hello again, everybody. Welcome to OCVarsity.com. It's time to take a look at Orange County teams in the CIF football playoffs. We're going to take a look at the Orange County teams and Orange County divisions. Dan Albano here with Steve Fryer. Hey, Dan, first of all, let's start with that Southern Division. You know, it's an all-Orange County division. I picked Corona del Mar to win the whole thing. I think they've got a fantastic opportunity here, really solid offense, pretty good defense, and I kind of look for an all-Pacific Coast League championship game with Northwood against Corona del Mar. My pick is Corona del Mar to take the whole thing in the Southern Division. What do you think?
Over Northwood, right?
Over Northwood.
Fourth-seeded Timberwolves. You know, I think that's a good pick. I also pick Corona del Mar, Coach Jason Hitchens' team. You know, and I think, you know, my big reason why is because the Pacific Coast League was the power broker of that Southern Division.
Right.
Such a strong league. You know, they have two of the top four seeds, and I just think that you know, Corona del Mar played a really good non-league schedule, and you know, I think the Coast League really prepared them for what's to come. And you look at like the top seeded team, Garden Grove. Their second round quarterfinal game could be against Woodbridge, which is be a really tough game because the Argos, you know, only defeated Woodbridge by about a field goal earlier in this year, and great matchup. You know, I know you're excited about, you know, like a Josh Webb and Craver, running back there at
nice
Woodbridge.
stuff.
I mean, so that's a really tough second round game, I think, for Argos, who I know are going to be playing super hungry. They were so close to Seattle last year, but I think Corona del Mar out of that Pacific Coast League gets the championship.
So we're in agreement on that one. Now into the Southwest Division, which I don't think we're going to agree on. I've got La Habra winning the whole thing, beating Tustin in the final. I think La Habra, you know, has a more versatile offense. They have the sort of offense they can play catch-up football with. Tustin runs the ball so much.
Yeah.
Their ability to play catch-up is kind of compromised there. But, you know, if Tustin gets the lead, you know, with that offense and that great defense, they can run out the clock, control the game. But I like La Habra to win the Southwest Division.
Yeah, I'm really high on the Tillers.
Yeah.
This week, I voted them fourth in the county.
Right.
I think number one was Mission Viejo, Servite was second, Santa Margarita third, and then I have the Tillers way up at number 4. I think they deserve it because of what they did in the Empire League, running the table. That's so impressive. The Empire League's is the toughest league in that division, and they had to play some, you know, really consistent ball, game in, game out. Every week they had pretty much a big time.
Sure.
So I think Tustin, Meyer Miller finally gets the CIF championship that he's been chasing at
for a long
Tustin,
time.
you know, for so long, and it goes back to the early '90s and that Ron Foster game against Santa Margarita and Carson Palmer.
Right.
I mean, Myron has been on it, and they've had some battles with La Habra, so I think they get through. It's hard to pick against La Habra, but I think it's Tustin's year.
Good. Okay. Now on to the Pac-5 division, you know, which is what the big enchilada on the plate, I guess, in some ways. Myself, I'm going with Mission Viejo to beat Servite in the final. As you probably know, I finally voted Mission Viejo number 1 in the top 10 balloting. I just think their overall offensive skill level gives them a slight edge over Servite. So I like Mission Viejo Servite in the final, and Mission to take it.
Yeah, Mission Viejo is my pick as well. I think they're going to get their Pac-5 title. You know, I think the diversity of the Mission Viejo's offense is just so impressive. I mean, they can pound you with Dallas Kessman. They can throw it down and deep with on some stretch routes with Alex Bridgeford, who I think is really the big difference between Mission Viejo this year and last year. Development of Alex Bridgeford. He was just a sophomore last year. He wasn't in the big Servite Mission Viejo clash, and a lot of people talk about that game is the reason why they picked Servite this year. You know, Alex Bridgeford wasn't around last year. He's really come along really well. And then you have Trey Madden, who can run it or pass it out of the Wildcat, or, you know, that zone option read that Diablos run, and they're solid enough on defense. You know, interesting enough, we got this, you know, epic game could happen, Steve, in the Pac-5 second round quarterfinal. Could be Mission Viejo Santa Margarita.
Yeah.
And that would be just a gigantic game for Orange County football. That's going to be a tough one. Mission's going to have to, because it's going to be an emotional game with those South County teams, everything that went on with that Santa Margarita coaching position that we know about. You know, that's going to be emotional games. Diablo's going to have to get through that and just keep playing week to week and keep their focus. I think if they can do that, you know, that Bishop Ammont looms large in the semifinals, perhaps. Maybe another return date with Pauley.
Yeah, could be. Well, heck, the first round's got some games too. Mater Dei, Pauley, Santa Margaret, Addison. A lot of pretty interesting stuff in the
Loaded.
Pac-5 division, and in all the divisions here in the Orange County divisions in the CIF football playoffs. So you can keep track of everything that's going on in the CIF playoffs. We get started Thursday with that, and a lot of games Thursday, a lot of games Friday here at ocvarsity.com, but we've got you covered.